Hey there everyone, Aaron here. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're going to be doing a full field test on the ESEE Izula. The original, we have previously reviewed the Izula 2, so I'll be throwing that in there, just kind of show you the differences and pros and cons of each size, because that's the only difference, is some size in the handle. But today we're going to get out there, really do some wilderness EDC tasks with the Izula, as well as talk about its capabilities around town for EDC. So this is going to definitely be a fun review. I've been looking forward to doing it for you guys. So let's go ahead, I'll give you a few basic specs, and then we're going to jump out there and begin to use the original ESEE Izula. All right, let me give you guys a couple basic specs here on the Izula. What you have is 1095 high carbon steel with a Rockwell hardness of 56 to 58. I do believe that the stainless steels will begin to start shipping in August of 2014, so I'm sure we'll probably do a review on that as well. But 1095 can't go wrong, and ESEE does an amazing job over there with heat treat and all that other stuff. What you got is a cutting edge of 2.5 inches, actual cutting edge, full flat grind. You have from tip to the back of the handle, you have a total length of 6.25 inches overall. Then you have a thickness on the spine there of 0.15, so nice little stout blade there, awesome drop point, gotta love that. And then it weighs in without the sheath and without the G10 handle scales that we'll talk about a little bit later. It weighs 2 ounces, just skeletonized, and then about another ounce for the handle scales, another ounce for the sheath. So you're looking right around 4 ounces total carry weight if you are doing the handle scales, a little less if you do paracord or something like that. But those are the basic specs for you. Let's go ahead and start using this blade. Boom. This little Izula, really good with that full flat grind and that good edge. Very easy to go through nylon rope, very heavy duty nylon rope here. Not struggling to go through that at all, particularly when you use that belly and that nice little slicing motion. Boom, it'll go right through your man-made materials and nylon webbing, paracord, that type of stuff very easily. Alright, so the Izula is not designed to baton. It is full tang. It is 5/32 inches thick, so that's a pretty good thickness. You know, there's lots of other knives that are a lot bigger that are about that thick, but it's only got 2.5 inches of blade length, so it's not going to span a lot. But if you had to, we got some really hard, dense wood here. That's probably about an inch and 3/4 thick. We're going to split this thing because I know someone's going to want to know and ask. There you go, nice little bite in there almost immediately. Boom. Sends another little crack in there. There you go. So yes, you can absolutely baton with an Izula or an Izula 2 because they both have the exact same blade length. But we all need to be real honest with ourselves that this is not what this is really designed to do. Again, you can do it, and if you need it in an emergency situation, this happened to be all you had on you, or you broke your bigger blade or something, you could get some very small kindling done with this knife, and it would be able to handle the abuse of extremely light batoning. The Izula is perfectly designed for this type of wilderness use. Very comfortable in my hand with that full flat grind. Great edge geometry. Good amount of belly. I can get a really good fuzz stick going. And with those G10 handle scales, it feels really good in my hand. I can get that really good hammer grip going on there and just make tons of little fuzz sticks for a fire. So this is definitely one of the strong points of owning an Izula. You know, have a bigger blade, have your, Hungalis, maybe have the ESEE 5, maybe have a hatchet or something, and then you use your Izula to do the little stuff and have that bigger item, that bigger hatchet or knife to do your batoning and your chopping and that type of stuff. But you can see there, I mean, that's what this Izula was made to do, and it does it very well. And even in this chest lever grip, you can see here that this Izula is able to get some really good, processing of this wood done. Feels very comfortable in my hand, and you got to get those G10 handle scales either from KnifeWorks. I think you can get them on eBay and Amazon now, or you can get the custom ones from the Knife Connection. You know, all sorts of different colors. This is just the basic model. I mean, this thing is, these G10 handle scales really make a difference for me personally. I'm sure a good paracord wrap will do close to what this can do, but man, I love those G10 handle scales. But so this chest lever grip, the Izula can definitely clear that wood real quick. I could definitely do this for a long period of time without any hot spots on my hands, and get those kind of survival bushcraft, if you will, tasks done. Okay, let's look at the sheath here on the Izula. It is a molded plastic. It's not Kydex, very similar to the SE3 or the SE6. Not bad. It has lots of different lashing points. You can put, you know, a carabiner on it. You can wear it as a neck knife and do paracord or a ball and chain type of design. You can have all sorts of different attachments. They sell separately, or in the concealed carry kit, they do have a little belt clip paddle as well, or a molly lock. So lots of different options there, but it's good that it's got a nice little thumb ramp right there. Easily pushes off, pulls the knife out, put it back into place, clicks in. There's a little bit of a rattle. You hear that there? So there's a little bit of a rattle. It's just held together with a little bit of retention points right there around the little guard for your hand, and but you can easily pull it out, no problem. Boom, you know, if you are wearing it around your neck. So not a bad sheath. I would prefer to see like Kydex and a little bit better molded, but lots of lashing options, and it gets the job done, and it's lightweight. So really no complaints with the Izula sheath. So here's some cardboard cutting with the Izula. You can see here, it's definitely doing the job. It can do it, but it is a pretty thick blade. Pocket knives are going to be able to do a better job just because they usually have a lot thinner blade than the .15 that's on the Izula. So it can definitely do cardboard cutting, but you know, something like Spyderco Delica is going to be a lot faster, a lot easier going through man-made materials like that. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this field test on the original Izula from ESEE. I love this little thing, particularly with the handle scales. Again, you guys got to pick up these handle scales. They are awesome. Does a great job. Love using it. Both the ESEE Izula 2 and the Izula, the original, are great little purchases. I love these things. I'm going to put a link in the description below for a side-by-side of the Izula and the Izula 2. I just didn't want to put it on this video for sake of time, so just look in the description below. There's a link, boom, and you can check this Izula versus the Izula 2 just so you can kind of get an idea. And then I also just want to talk real quick about a folding knife versus the Izula for you know, EDC, since you guys saw it in action. You know, the Izula cutting some cardboard does okay, you know, does man-made materials all right, but it's got just a thick blade. That's really the downfall. It's just physics. It's got a thick blade, whereas something like the Spyderco Manix 2 has a much thinner blade, so it's going to be able to slice through man-made materials just a lot easier. So in my opinion, overall, there's nothing wrong with having a fixed blade for an EDC knife, and if I was going to pick one, I definitely would probably be the Izula or Izula 2, maybe the BK14 or BK24, something like that. Those are great knives. They're pretty thin with their full flat grinds, and they're small, but when it comes down to it, for EDC, I'm going to rock a folder 9 times out of 10 because it's just easier to deploy out of your pocket and carry in your pocket, and then it's just going to be easier to do most of those EDC tasks you're going to have to do, opening packaging, cutting open cardboard boxes, you know, cutting rope, that type of stuff. It's just got a thinner blade, most pocket knives, and they're just going to be able to do those type of things easier. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that concept. The Izula is not a bad fixed blade for EDC, but a pocket knife will always beat a fixed blade unless the fixed blade is very thin for slicing capabilities, just because of most pocket knives have thinner blades. So I hope this review has helped you guys out. Thanks so much for watching. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Gideon's Tactical. Please subscribe, comment, like the videos, share the videos, and check out our Facebook page. You can find it on the YouTube homepage at Gideon's Tactical. Like our Facebook page, where you'll get updates of upcoming videos, you'll get photos, as well as upcoming gear, new gear releases, you know, that products and companies that are released, as well as behind the scenes footage and bloopers that you'll never see make it to YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.